What happens when a 14-year-old girl refuses to accept the limits placed on her? My grandmother was born in a small town in Guatemala, where girls weren't expected to study. They were expected to stay home. Every teen, she did something unthinkable. She ran away, alone. No money, no plans, just courage, and hope of a better future. She risked her life. She stepped onto a bus with nothing but the clothes she wore, leaving behind the only home she ever known. And here's what stays with me. No one applauded her. No one told her she was brave. She wasn't celebrated. She was judged. But still, she left. That single decision, quiet and personal, created the first ripple that will shape my life. In science, the butterfly effect is part of chaos theory. It says a tiny change, like a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil, can set off a change of events that leads to a tornado weeks later somewhere else. It's the reminder that small actions matter, that the tiny shift can create unthinkable consequences. To me, my grandmother's decision was like a butterfly wing emotion. She couldn't have it now and then, but she will send waves of change across time and generations. She never went to school, not because she lacked intelligence, but because she was a girl. When reaching Guatemala City, survival came first. She started working, scrubbing floors, cleaning houses, stitching clothes until her fingers were raw. And at 3 years old, she decided it was time to learn how to read. After her children were asleep, she lit a candle and slowly taught herself, word by word. Imagine this, a exhausted woman coming to a one-room home in a corner, whispering the letters to herself. She wouldn't have it now and then, but that decision opened a future none of us had dared to imagine. And because she fought for her own freedom, my father could fight for his education. He was the first one in his family to finish school. I can picture him hunched over his books in that one-room home. There was no privacy, no quiet, no peace, but there was determination. He knew change was possible because he had seen his mother created. Her wind carried him forward. And then there was me. I grew up with my grandmother's story woven into my childhood. And because of her, and because of my dad, I could dream for something bigger. I have something neither of them did. A world where at least some people believe in my right to learn. My teachers don't care about my gender. They don't care about my ethnicity. They care that I learn. And that support has become my wings. Today, I'm a third-generation Ivy League student majoring in biology. And I'm the co-founder and leader of an NGO that empowers girls in STEM across Latin America. And here's the irony. My grandmother has never seen a lab. She has never opened a textbook with molecules or cells. But she made my path in science possible. Now, I work with girls like my grandmother. Girls told to stay small. Through my NGO, we create spaces for them to learn, lead, and dream in STEM. I've seen how 12-year-olds want to become an astronaut after making a baking soda rocket for the very first time. How girls want to become an engineer after listening to a talk. They were interested in becoming one because they thought it was hard, but because no one had ever told them that it could. It doesn't end with her. It continues through generations. This is a change that we need to meet the SDGs. Small actions that transform our world across time. So the next time you meet a girl with bold dreams or big questions, don't overlook her potential. See it, support it. Give a girl a seat at the table, sponsor a science club, challenge the system that keeps her wings folded. Because when we believe in one girl, truly believe, incredible things can happen. Her voice starts to echo, her dream starts to move, and just like that, small wings begin to stir there. A butterfly wing might seem fragile, but in motion, they can shape storms. My grandmother didn't have wings, but she created the wind, and I've been flying on it my whole life.